Hi guys, hope everybody is good. So for this week's video, I wanted to go through a little bit of mindset mastery, going through goals, setting out some goals that you can achieve, some goals that are going to align with your values, your beliefs, and everything like that. And just have something that we can sort of work towards, that we can write down, and then we can look at it on a weekly basis, just so it gives you a bit more clarity on what you're trying to achieve. So I'm doing this for current clients who have been with me for a while, and this is something new that any new clients that come on board with Relentless will get when they start up. Basically, when I started my business training, I was given something similar, like what I wanted to achieve out of business, what my goals were and beliefs and everything like that. And I found it was really helpful. Obviously, it's something that I'm getting around to doing in 2025 for you guys. So if you have been with me for a while, we're going to have a look at doing this so we can set new goals, make sure that what you want to achieve in 2025 and onwards is aligned with what you want to do. And for anybody new, this is something you'll do, like I say, at the start. So it is a really important way to do things. I found that doing this in the past and looking at my goals and stuff like that, it has helped me achieve some of my business goals. Not necessarily every single thing, but even though I've not achieved everything, I'm a lot closer to getting them because of writing some of the information down. What I wanted to do and stuff like that. So it will all make sense. I will be sending it out to all of you via email, and then you'll have a hard drive copy of it, so you can have a look at it. You can print it off and stuff like that. So there's a few different areas we need to go through. Basically, like why it's important to have goals and a plan, something to work towards instead of just shooting into the wind. Basically, there'll be a brief overview of the worksheet and how it looks. And on that, there's three sections. There's the clarity of the vision, your beliefs and what you hold high, and then sort of fears and how we can get through fear setting and stuff like that. So, firstly, just before we go into the worksheet, it's dead important that we have goals and a plan. So you've probably heard this a lot. You might hear it in work. Obviously, you might hear it with your kids and stuff like that. What they do at school and stuff like that. But without a plan, we generally don't have no end goal. So we could say, oh, we'll start on Monday, or I want to lose, I don't know, 5 kilo in a year. But it's not really as simple as that. There's got to be more to it. We've got to look at short-term goals, medium-term goals, and long-term goals. What you want to be, what do you want to aim for about a year from now? We need to think about, right, how we're going to get from A to B. We have to have structure, whether it be being in calorie deficit. If it's somebody who wants to lift a certain amount of weight, we have to have a plan to get there. We can't just say, right, just go and squat, or just go and bench, or say you want to do a long run. Don't just say, right, just go out and run. Having a plan makes it a lot easier to get to the end goal. So without short-term and long-term goals, we can never define what we actually want to achieve. So it's just a case of, oh, I want to be fit and healthy. That's good to have as a goal, but without any sort of concrete factual goals, it's going to be a lot harder to achieve what we want to achieve. So it also gives us achievable results that we can focus on. So we know we've got, say, a marathon coming up in 6 months. We've got a plan to go towards that. We've got a wedding coming up in May. Then we've got 4 months to do so. Whatever it is, we have a time frame and a goal, and then we can work together to work towards that. So with this, you are going to look at filling out this information, send it to me. I'll keep a copy of it as well. Some of the information can change over time because your goals might change over time. How you're progressing through your health and fitness journey might change over time. So it's not set in stone, but if we have something to look at, then we can always reflect on it. So with the worksheet, there's a few different areas we'll look at. We'll look at, I don't know, it's best to show it. I'll just show it there. So, clarity of the vision. So, like, what is your ultimate goal? What do you want to achieve the most for your fitness? We can go into detail with that. Sort of like why I want to achieve the goal. Some of the stuff that we've talked about on conversations and stuff like that, but we're going to have it written down. So, why you want to achieve the goal, how it's going to change your life, how it affects your loved ones and their life and everybody around you. So at this point, we need to be thinking about what we want to see ourselves being in 6 months, a year from now. So like, do we want to see ourselves as 10 kilo lighter, or do we want to feel happier? Do we want to influence our children? You know, do we want to be good role models? Whatever it is, we need to think about our future self, just so the goals that we do set do come into fruition. So obviously there's stuff regarding sort of how it will affect your loved ones, what you value the most in life, are your goals aligned with that? What sort of person do you want to become? So yes, it is health and fitness, but they can take it away and we can look at what we want to be, like do we want to be positive role models? Do we want to inspire those around us and stuff like that? So it just dependent on the individual. So with this, you just want to be really honest and realistic with your answers. Obviously, we want to be honest because we want to, whatever you want to achieve, that's the most important thing. But also we need to be realistic and say, like, are the goals achievable? So if you said, right, well, I want to lose 10 stone in 6 months, it's probably not going to be a realistic goal. So we have to put some goals in there that are realistic. As I said before, these answers can change over time. So whatever you set out for now, in 3-6 months, that might be different because you might be in a different headspace, different physical space and stuff like that. Or your goals might align with changes in your circumstances, stuff like that. The final thing, and something I've always found worked for me, especially when I started out with this, I used to set a reminder on my phone just to read my own worksheet on a Monday morning. So that week I would know what I was trying to achieve when it comes to my business and stuff like that. So I would set myself a note, and then I think it was like 9 o'clock every Monday morning. It would say read mindset mastery sheet. And that way I would be able to look at it and think about what my goals were. Just remember at the start of the week what I was trying to achieve, and just working towards that goal. And I found it really helped. But you can print them off. You can put them on the fridge. You can put them in your car. You can leave notes on your phone if you wanted to, pins notes, or you could even leave them in your bedroom and stuff like that. Whatever you want to do. But I think having them printed off somewhere where you can see them on a weekly basis definitely helps, because you can just pick up the piece of paper and you can just read about what you're trying to achieve. So there are some more questions on there. I won't go through all of them. I've put that slide on twice, which is not good. And then, so there's 3 sections. First one's clarity of the vision, and then we've got beliefs and fears. So when it comes to your beliefs and fears, it's what are you currently telling yourself? Are you thinking that you can do what you set out to do? Like, do you believe that you can lose the weight? Do you believe that you can run the marathon? Whatever it is that you are trying to achieve. Or are you currently telling yourself that you're not good enough to reach the goals? And we need to question why you're currently telling yourself that. Is there something that's holding you back? Is it a confidence thing? Is it what other people tell you? And we need to delve a little bit deeper in why you might be telling yourself, a bit of negative self-talk. And then obviously we can have a look at how we can change those beliefs into positive reinforcement. So also, what do you believe is currently stopping you from achieving your goals, and how can you rectify them? So that again could be a partner saying anything to you, are your friends, are the people you've got in your social networks, are they telling you that you can't achieve a certain goal? And then how can we get around that? Like, do we ignore them? Do we get rid of them in our friendship groups? Do we surround ourselves with more like-minded people? Obviously, you're on the way to doing that because you're in the mentorship. It's not the mentorship, sorry. You're on the online programs, so you are currently on track with that. I said mentorship because the mentorship is something I'm on, and I definitely find that being around like-minded people who are trying to achieve the same things I am has definitely helped me achieve what I'm setting out to do. And then on your fears, so what do you fear? Like, do you fear being judged? Do you fear failing? Do you fear not getting out what you set out to initially do? Again, that lies in with failing. And then, like, we've got to look at what's the worst that can happen with that. Is it all in your head? Is it really as bad as you think it is? Or, can you get around it and, overcome those fears? develop confidence and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the sheet. I'll send it over via email. If you're a newbie to the to the Relentless program, then you'll receive this anyway, and you receive this video as one of the first things you'll do. But for my older clients, we'll send this through to you. You can send it back to me. We can have a look at some things in a bit more detail, and then you have a copy of it which you can use, whenever you want to. I find that there really are beneficial things to use. I've found that it's really helped me, not per se on a fitness journey, but it's definitely helped me with my own business and growing the business, and and thinking about what I hold dear, the values I hold most dearly. And I think it's a real good tool or good form to keep, so that you can definitely look back, reflect on, and see how far you have come. And it will help you sort of get that clarity of what you're trying to achieve, because there are going to be times where you find it is challenging, where you forget about what you initially set out to do, because time works like that. But then if we've got this sheet we can look at, we can keep revisiting what we're trying to achieve, where we was currently at when we started, or where we're currently at in our journey, and then we can just propel ourselves forward and just keep thinking about the end goal. So that's it. If anyone's got any feedback or questions on that, just give me a shout. I'm going to get this sent out to you today, and then I'll get, when people say they want it sending out on email, I'll start getting it sent out to you.